So I'm not in the shop right now, obviously, because I'm going to do a bit of an unboxing here first. What we have here is the new blue laser wireless 3D scanner from Creality. Um, I don't have any promotional thing I got from this or anything. It's just I want to try something with a blue laser as a new scanner around the shop. And this is just an honest unboxing and review of it. So I'm going to start with taking it all apart, show you what's in it, and then the later part of the video, I'm going to go in the shop, and there's some things I got to 3D scan for the current project we're working on, which is the 1957 F100 truck. I need to do some frame scanning and stuff, so I'm going to show you that live. So anyways, like I said, this is just right out of the gate. I've had this actually for a couple days. I just haven't got around to doing the unboxing. So this is literally right out of the shipping package. So that's the box there. It's pretty cool. So that's the blue laser unit. You get this kind of rechargeable handle to hold on to it. Some of the other ones is like you've seen just the device like this, you just hold by hand. And then there's an iPhone or a phone mount that you can use to kind of see where you're at with your scanning. So that's pretty cool. And then being all wireless as well is pretty neat. So anyways, it's the Raptor X. So let's check it out. Break the seal. Cool. So it comes in a carrying case, which is just like that. So it's a Pelican style carrying case that you've probably seen with lots of other things. I used a Pelican style one for my other scanner I had. So they're pretty cool. But no one's on the side. Okay. All right. There's a bunch of stuff in there. All right. That's the device. Silica kind of drying powder. Let's see what we got. So it's a nice package, cool foam with it. Keep everything nice and safe. That looks like it's your phone holder. Maybe magnetic. Yep, magnetic. That's what this is. So that clips on magnetically. Cool. What's this here? Oh, this looks like some sort of a mount, maybe for a tripod. Okay, figure that out. That's the handle that you've got. Okay, so this looks like your phone mount clips there. Yep. Cool. Then there's a QR code that you can use for Wi-Fi access for the device. And then, okay, I see. So this is what's going to mount on the bottom of the scanner, and then it clips into here just like a camera mount. That's kind of how it works, and it's got some buttons on there. And it does have power, so it is a rechargeable device. So I guess this is what's sending your Wi-Fi signal, I would assume. But anyways, I'll figure that out later. Let's go through the other stuff before I get the actual scanner. So we've got a box here, which is what? I don't know. It's got foam in it. Okay, power adapters. So your various power adapters for wherever you live. European, UK. Don't know what that is. Asia, I would guess. And then that's your kind of standard North American style plug. So we'll pull that one out because that's the one I'm going to be using. Kind of cool to have them all though, in case you're going to do some scanning traveling. Okay, so then this box has a power adapter. Looks like that's going to be for this to recharge. Well, maybe for the scanner. And it's got some sort of sticker protection on there. So take that off because it'll drive me crazy. Oh, this is going to be for this, right? So you've got this here that clips into place. So just like that. I've got the North American style plug, and then you just pop it off. So that's what that is. That's the power adapter. Cool. We did that box already. This box is what? Wow, there's lots of stuff in here. Okay, so this is, I bet you there's a, you can go wireless or cabled. So I'm thinking this is if you're going to go completely cabled. Yeah, so there's a USB-C, but it looks like it's got the pins on it so you can lock it in place so it doesn't pop out easily. And then you've got a power adapter and you've got a USB cable. So this is if you want to just go completely wired, which is cool. I'm just going to put it in like that because it looks like it'll be okay without the box. And then you've got just a USB-C to USB-C cable. I guess if you're going to maybe be transferring files, I'll guess. And this is a USB power adapter. It looks like same as that though. Interesting. And then USB-C. So interesting. I'll see how these cables all apply. I'm just going to leave them here without the box though, I think. Leave those in the box. Box is kind of cool, I guess. Okay, I'm going to put them in the box. So anyways, that's your power adapter stuff and your cable stuff. Okay. Okay. There. There's more. Of course, I'll get to the scanner. Don't worry. Power adapter. In there. Perfect. Okay. There is stuff up here. A lot of stuff up here. So it looks like this is, what's this? It's Comfast Wi-Fi 16. So this looks like a, oh, interesting. So this is if you, it's a Wi-Fi adapter for a laptop, and I'm thinking this is an adapter that connects automatically to that. But this does Wi-Fi 6, so if you don't have Wi-Fi 6 in your laptop already, they give you one of those with it. So that's pretty cool. So you can get the highest Wi-Fi. 3D scanning dots. So just if you haven't seen these before, these are little stick-ons that you put to get a better reflection on the different surfaces you have, so the 3D scanner can pick up things better. So those are really handy to have. I'll be using those when I do the scanning later in the video. So those are cool. What else we got in here? We've got more markers. So are these both the same? Oh, one's 6mm, larger ones, and there's 3mm. So depending on what size of object you're doing. So that's pretty cool to get both. And then we've got some more stuff in here. This looks like manuals. And there's also a wrist adapter, it looks like. So there's your manual for the Raptor X. And then here is just a quality kind of control piece, it looks like. There's a Type-C to USB adapter if you don't have Type-C on your laptop. So that's pretty cool to get. And then there is a wrist strap for probably just for the scanner itself, if you're just using it without the handle, I'm assuming. That's what that's for. And then a standard sort of cleaning cloth for cleaning any of the lenses, I guess, for the camera. All right, so let's get to the good stuff. And there is some stuff under here, I see. So here is your actual scanner. Looks like the bag is totally sealed. So let's cut it open. Yeah, so that's the whole scanner there, which is pretty cool. Yeah, there's the wrist strap that you can put there. You can see there's the lock device. So if you're scanning not using Wi-Fi, you can lock it right in so it doesn't pop out while you're scanning, which is really good to have. Pretty nice looking piece of kit. I think this isn't the very first style like this. I know they had a Raptor before they went to the Wi-Fi, and I think there's many blue lasers in it. So you've probably seen this already. This isn't like a brand spanking new style. But yeah, you can see all the lasers there in the camera. It does have an infrared sort of like LiDAR setup from what I understand. So yeah, looks like there's maybe you pop this out. Yeah, okay, there's a plug there. And then that's what you use for this, just like any camera. There you go. Get that nice and tight. Well, that's falling off. And then you can mount it. Ooh, almost dropped that. You can mount it just like any sort of digital camera. Make sure it's clicked in like that. And then that's how you can scan. And then your phone holder, you can put on like that, put it in landscape mode. And that's kind of the setup. That's pretty sweet. I look forward to trying it. Okay, but this is just an unboxing, so we'll get to that later. Now this picks up, and there is stuff under here. Okay, so this is it's an alignment plate. So this allows you to kind of calibrate the scanner to begin with. The very first thing you always have to do is a calibration to make sure the scanner's set up properly before you can actually do any proper scanning. So that's kind of cool that they have it down here. I've had it where I've done scanning on site at places before, and you'll have a software update, and then you'll have to recalibrate the device. So you always want to make sure that you bring that plate with you. So I'm just going to put all these stuff back. You got the dots up here. I don't need the USB-C adapter, but good to have. White cloth, wrist strap. I mean, I guess you could put it on, but it's just kind of dang. I don't think I'm going to use it. I'm just going to use it on the handle because that's sweet. So I'm going to put the wrist strap up there. Manual I'm going to use to set things up. I don't need that box because we're just going to leave the power adapter the way it is. So let's check this out while we're here anyway, just so you can see the Wi-Fi 6 adapter that they include in the package. I'll leave the manual in case I need it. Don't need the box. Don't need that. So yeah, that's it there. And then so that plugs into a USB-C. And then you've got your antenna there for doing the Wi-Fi 6. That's pretty cool. I look forward to trying that out. I think my laptop does have Wi-Fi 6 that I'll be using it on, but if it doesn't, I've got a couple of laptops around I can use that. Anyways, that's it for the unboxing. That's everything that's in there. It's a pretty nice setup. I'm really impressed with the case. I like how everything's sort of laid out, so I'm looking forward to trying it out. The rest of this video, I'm going to do some scanning to do more of a review of how it actually works. So check out for that. All right, so initially I had kicked this video off to do calibration. I had everything set up. I had it connected to the adapter it had for Wi-Fi 6. And I had everything set up with this, with the handle and everything, and I was going to do the calibration with Wi-Fi, but when you go to click on calibrate, it was an X. You couldn't click on it. So I'm guessing they won't let you do calibration unless you're fully cabled. So don't leave home without your cables, I guess. And so I've had to wire the whole thing up, the power adapter to the wiring harness they had, and then wire it directly into just the unit on its own. To do the initial calibration. So I guess that's just one thing to note. You get a calibration screen here. It has a mark on where the top is, and it's showing me here to put that to the top at 0 degrees. And then I'm just going to do the calibration so we can walk through that. So first time using this. I'll say if it's top, I'm guessing you go like this. Sort of has align the scanner with the back of the calibration board and scan the QR code. Align the scanner with the back of the calibration board. Huh, okay, I don't know why that's not working. Align the scanner with the back of the calibration board and scan the QR code. Oh, I can see there's a QR code in the back. Okay, all right. This is different. I haven't had to do that before with previous scanners, so there we go. I've got a QR code scanned, and now you can see we've got a lot of crazy lasers going on. So it's showing it like that. Holy smokes. Okay, so it's saying different heights. So trying to figure out what it's telling me to do. You please use, okay. It obviously has gyros in it to keep where your balance is with the scanner. So tilt it 15 degrees across. Okay. So that's 15 degrees. Okay. And then you've got to do different heights. You got to go in nice and close. Like I got that. I got to come back up. Okay. Now the other way. So this is why it's got gyros in it. So I can get the, make sure you're on the right angle. All I can say is that I'm thankful you don't have to do this every time you have to scan. It genuinely is a bit of a pain in the butt. Okay, so now we got to scan which way? This way? Okay. This is definitely monotonous, but you know what? This is not because of this scanner. All scanners, there's just a bit of a monotonous process. There's actually, I've used the Einscan scanners, and it has a plate as well, but instead of you adjusting your position, you have to adjust the plate itself. So the plate will have these different, it has like a plastic piece that you clip on the plate, and then you tilt it, and it makes it so you just have to go straight up and down constantly instead of having to do this angle with your hand. I would say that's probably better than this, but but I guess you are holding it by hand, so maybe the idea here is it's adjusting more to how you are actually probably going to be holding the device. I guess. I don't know. I think that probably the way that the Einscan does it with the clip that you clip onto the plate is probably better than what this is. But whatever, it is what it is. Aligning a scanner is a part of the deal. I'm trying. This one was really difficult before, and I don't know why. We're really trying to. This one I struggled with last time. You know, I'm sitting here thinking doing this, I'll probably speed up the video, but then you know what? I'm not, because I think it's important for you guys to understand what it takes to do calibration. Okay, so the calibration is done finally. Woo-wee. If you saw, it did multi-laser, cross laser, and then it just did a straight laser with a lot less lasers on it. So I guess it was calibrating two different types of styles. I know there's like a parallel laser and there's a cross laser. It depends on how much higher resolution you're going for, and if you're doing rapid scanning. I was reading some stuff in the manual of the different settings, so I guess that's why you have to calibrate for both settings on there. It's taking a long time to calibrate. Before I had set this whole thing up, I did do all the firmware updates on it, so it is up to date with the most recent firmware. The reason why I did that is I learned that with my old scanner, is that if you don't do the firmware updates, once you do firmware updates, you have to do the alignment all over again. So knowing I had to do this calibration, I decided to do all my firmware updates out of the gate so I wouldn't have to do the calibration twice, because as you've seen, it is a bit of a process. All right, I'm going to speed up from here because obviously it's just loading with calibration. It does obviously take a few minutes to load all the calibration information. So I'll skip this, and then I'm finally ready to get into the point where we will do some proper scanning and a review. So we're out in the shop now. Got everything set up to do some scanning. I'm going to just do, this is just like an initial one. I'm going to do another video where I'm getting into the rear end installation, and it's going to contain some scanning and some 3D stuff I'm going to do there. So it's going to be more focused on that. So it'll be more detail on how I'm using the scans, but this is just more to stay focused on an unboxing and a kind of initial review of the scanner. I have put some of those reflective dots along here. May or may not be enough. I do want to scan both sides of the frame. What I'm trying to do is I want to find my center line for when I'm going to put the S550 IRS rear end in and do some adapter brackets. So I need to have the scan, and I'll scan the independent rear suspension piece and everything else. But anyways, like I said, that's the next video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set everything up. I need to use my phone to do the wireless scanning. It acts as a bit of a screen to see what you're up to. So I'm going to have to switch to my iPad. Hopefully the quality is all right. We'll see how it goes. And then after that, after I do some scanning, kind of show you what it looks like, I'm going to give my honest kind of first impressions and review of the whole thing and the scanning and stuff as it went. Anyway, so let's check it out. All right, so I did end up with a piece, obviously, of frame rail. You can see there from the scan. I did speed it up because it was taking a little longer, just kind of figuring out how it worked. You know, they show some pictures or some videos of people doing scans and fully lit shops. Thing about my shop is I do have some neon. I got neon up there, and all my lights are LED. I did try turning off the neon, thinking that's probably going to cause some interference because I was not getting any sort of scan in the beginning. You could see it just wouldn't pick anything up, even with the dots on it. That didn't really help. I turned off one bank of lights, so I only had half the lights on, and still didn't work that well. So eventually I just turned all the lights off, and that's how I did my other scanners too. I just felt that the reflection was better, and then it picked up right away. It started to scan right away. So maybe your mileage may vary, but for me, you run it in a dark shop, it works the best. And again, that's how I was the other scanner as well. I'm not disappointed by that. I'm looking more for the accuracy, being able to scan shinier objects, those types of things with a blue laser. So doing it in the dark, it doesn't bother me. I don't know the accuracy yet. I'm gonna have to do some measurements, see how it works, but let me just go into like my initial impressions of it. The Wi-Fi scanning is super cool. Like, I mean, I obviously do automotive things. So sometimes I'm scanning underneath kind of awkward positions. When you've got cables and you got to move a laptop and all this stuff around it is a bit of a pain. So that's a huge plus is the wireless. I haven't done anything black and shiny yet, which is the point of the blue laser. So unfortunately, I just really can't do any review on that. You know, as I use it, I'll talk about how it works for me. Getting it connected to the Wi-Fi, getting it on your phone kind of working, it's a little, I don't know, kludgy, I guess you could say. You can figure it out. Once you kind of figure out the nuances of it, you can get it going. So I would say that's a little difficult. It's not as maybe simple as some other things could be, especially if you're more of an Apple kind of user. But anyways, it works. What else could I say about it? The packaging sounds really good, or it looks really good. The unit itself is a nice size. The weight's really good in your hand. Like, it feels really nice. Has a nice trigger button for like hitting the start and stop. Everything else connected really well. My laptop was on the other side of the shop when I was doing the scanning. You can see way over top of there on top of my 3D printer. And it picked it up no problem with that Wi-Fi 6 adapter. You may not have to use the Wi-Fi 6 adapter. The one thing is that what's nice about it is you can run dual Wi-Fi connections. So I had the adapter that was supplied only hooked up to that device, and then my other Wi-Fi that's built into the laptop was connected to my Wi-Fi. So you still don't lose an internet connection, because if you have to look up a user manual or whatever, then you can do that without having to like disconnect and reconnect and blah blah blah. Yeah, so other than that, I need some more time with it, but I would say it's a pretty impressive piece of unit. I got it when they had their initial kind of sales discount, so it was dramatically reduced, which is great. At full sticker price, like, you're really going to have to think if it's worth it. I can say that blue laser scanners are worth a lot of money. If you want a commercial grade one, you're like over the 10K into the 14K region. They get a little bit ridiculous. So from an affordability perspective, I think it's pretty good. That's pending me, of course, doing some more measurements and getting some more seat time with it, of course, to totally say that. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed seeing the video, doing the unboxing, getting some initial scan stuff done. Look out for my next video when I'm going to be doing the rear end. That's coming right away. I'm pulling it out, the independent rear suspension on the back storage, and going to start scanning it and doing my brackets and everything. So it's coming soon. So you'll see the scanner more. But anyways, like I said, I'm going to cut it off here because it was just meant to be a review of the scanner. Take care. Drive safe. Hope you have some fun on those projects this winter. I know I'm going to have some fun on this truck, and I'll see you in the next one.